Federal authorities are scheduled to start a nationwide roundup of undocumented immigrants, and President Trump originally announced the raids, then delayed them for several weeks. Immigration and customs agents are expected to target at least 10 major cities, including Los Angeles, New York, and right here in Atlanta. This first wave of arrests will reportedly target about 2,000 undocumented immigrants. Plans for what will happen to families taken in this sweep is still being finalized. NBC News reports there may be taken to deportation centers in Texas and Pennsylvania.
We will leave no stone unturned. We will defend the right of the American people to know the full facts about the population, size of citizens and non-citizens in America.
And the president is also changing his plan to include a question about citizenship in the 2020 census. He has now issued an executive order to get information on how many legal citizens live in the U.S. of A. through records from every federal agency. Well, a big